You're good to go with it. There's still some people in the waiting room. Then we'll start with this round without wasting any time. First of all of you kindly turn on your cameras so that we can start with it as soon as possible. I don't want to force anyone, but if you get selected and if I was told that your camera was turned off, you will be disqualified from the quiz. You must have your camera turned on throughout the period of the whole quiz. Great. Yes, Aditya, even you are taking part in this. Tamarana. Great. Abhiraj, I think you were muted. Yeah, great. So now everyone is allowed to unmute themselves, but please do not speak the answers on the mic. I'll explain the whole thing to you before we start with the quiz. There are still some people in the waiting room. I'm waiting for them to connect to the audio. Great. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking your time out to come and participate in this quiz, and all those who are viewing this on YouTube. Thanks to you too. This is India, that is Bharat, the second edition of this quiz. The first edition was held, I think, in the month of September, in the first week of September. And it's the first time that after the renaming of the club, we are hosting it. So can anyone tell me what happened? Why is Republic Day celebrated? Any 6th or 7th, preferably? Any 6th or 7th who would like to explain it to us why the Republic Day is celebrated? I think you can unmute yourself. Feel free to speak up. Speak up. Nobody?
It was this day our new constitution came in force.
Correct. This was the day when our constitution came into force. So, can anyone tell me who was the chairman of the drafting committee? It's in your history book.
Yes,
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is the right answer. So to celebrate that occasion, and can anyone tell me what is we are celebrating the 75th Independence Day this year? So what is the basically you need to tell me what anniversary is this? What anniversary of Republic Day is this?
73rd.
73rd is the right answer. 73rd. So this is the reason we are hosting this quiz, to celebrate this occasion in the best possible way, by celebrating, by spreading knowledge, or sharing some cool trivias. So, what exactly is India that is Bharat? India that is Bharat is how the constitution of India starts. It starts with India that is Bharat shall be a union of states. And this is how we named the quiz. So, without any much ado, we can do it tomorrow in the introduction part. So, without any much delay, we can start with the quiz. What's happening here? Can anyone tell me what's in the background? Anybody who would like to take a guess? What's in the background?
Beating retreat ceremony.
It is indeed beating retreat ceremony. So there are total number of 2 rounds in this eliminator round. The first round is all the participants need to be on mute. You don't need to unmute yourself or speak anything. If I don't ask you to. All those who are there in the meeting can participate in the quiz. All those who are present in the meeting can attend the quiz. Basically, both are the same thing. The scores will be included in the score sheet too, but only the students of classes 6 to 12 will qualify for the finale. Only 1 response per participant. There's still some people in there. So only 1 response per participant, and only the first response will be accepted in this case. So you can see that there is someone called Pounce here in this meeting. Can you spot that person? Can you spot that participant over here?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
There's still people joining in. Let's wait for them. We'll wait here till the next 2 minutes, and then we'll start with it. So there's someone called as Pouncer. That's my other device. You need to send in your answers there. So only 1 response per participant will be selected, and only the first 3 correct answers will be accepted. If you were the first one to give me the correct answer, you will be getting a plus 20. If you were the second person, you will be getting a plus 15. And if you were the third person, you will be getting a plus 10. There is no negative over here. So attempt all the questions. There's no negative. In case any non-participant answers a question correctly before the eligible participant will get the points too. So all those who are just watching the quiz and but still would like to take part in this, if there is any teacher, I can see teacher Preeti and teacher Reena are there with us, and if there's any alumni over here with us, they can participate in this quiz too. They can send the answers to me. The top 12, it's not necessary that only the top 12 individuals will qualify for the finals. If I see that the cutoff is too low, we can even consider only the top 6. So basically, it's completely upon my discretion. We'll decide it after the quiz ends. But for now, assume that only the top 6 will get selected for the finals. The meeting is being streamed live and being recorded. If any participant is found guilty of using unfair means, he or she will be immediately disqualified. I am the god here. Whatever your religious beliefs might be, I'm the god right now. So all the rules are being made by me. In case of any issue, I'll be the sole judge of the same. Is there any doubt, everyone? Is it clear? This is clear, everyone? I believe there's no doubt, but let me explain the Pounce format once again. Yes, great. So you can spot someone called Pounce here in the meeting. Shankar is joining right now. All right. So you can spot someone. You can see that someone called Pounce here is there in the meeting. What you need to do is that you need to send in your answers over there. Do not send it to me because I'm sharing my screen with this device using Excel sheet, using Chrome for the buzzer and having the Zoom screen on, and everything will get, like, laptop will get hanged if I just try to open the chats. So please send it to me on my other device, that is Pounce here. If you are the first person to get it right, you'll get a plus 20. If you're the second person to get it right, you'll get a plus 15. If you're the third person to get it right, you'll be getting a plus 10. There's no negative again. I hope the rules are clear. Let's start with the quiz. I need to hide the grid. Great. So it's a repeated question because I just love this bit of trivia. So here's the first question. In the Mysore region, In the Mysore region, the locals believe in a certain curse of Talakkar related to the Wadiyar royal family. The curse, teacher, you can send it to me. The answer, you can send it directly to me, teacher Preeti, if you would like to participate in this quiz on the pounds here. The curse dates back to 1612 when Wadiyars conquered the region and the wife of outgoing king ran away with all the royal ornaments to Talakkar, a small town along the Kaveri river. Soldiers of king chased her to get back the jewels, but the queen jumped into the river and cursed, "May Talakkar be filled with sand and become a barren land. May Malangi, that stretch of the river, turns into whirlpool. May the Wadiyars never have children." Some modern historians went ahead and were surprised to find that the curse supposedly worked. There was a whirlpool, the area was filled with sand, and the folklore was nowhere mentioned in any of the books written by the British and the French travelers of that time. It was mentioned way later in the Gazette of Mysore. After a deep study of the subject, they came to know that this folklore was constructed to avoid a certain thing. What was the thing? I have received several answers till now. Amazing. So let's see. The question has been closed. Let's see who all are getting points here. Aryan Mishra was the first person to send it to me. He'll be getting a plus 20. Daksh Jan was the second person, so he'll be getting a plus 15. And who's the third? Prahlad Nair was the third person, so he'll be getting a plus 10 over here. I received several amazing answers over here, and you can feel free to send funny answers. I would really appreciate funny answers or really clever answers. You obviously you won't be getting points on that, but it would be really appreciated. I always say, and many, not only me, but many quiz masters always say that if you can make the quiz master, if you don't know the answer, try to make the quiz master laugh. That would make the quiz much more entertaining. So here's the answer. The doctrine of lapse. I heard this trivia in a Jaipur. I think it was Jaipur Literature Fest. William Dalrymple, Dr. Vikram Sampath, and Manu Pillai were discussing this piece of trivia, and they talked about it that this whole thing was constructed by this Mysore family to avoid the doctrine of lapse. Can anyone tell me what is doctrine of lapse? It's any 10th, since I think it's there in the history book, the first chapter. Any 10th would like to explain? I think Prahlad Nair is a 10th, or anybody else. What is doctrine of lapse?
It was a doctrine which was proposed by the British. It said that if a king dies, then the kingdom would indirectly come under the British.
Yes, right. So if a certain king died without a natural heir, the territory would be passed to the British. Exactly, to the British company, to the East India Company. And Lord Dalhousie was the person who proposed this thing. So let's move to the next question. Nice, Shivendu Singh 9A. The doctrine of lapse was a policy annexation initiated by the British. Nice. Let's move to the next question. That is question number 2. When the title rolls out in this mid-2000s Hindi film, viewers will notice that all the way from L to the last A, the letters are going from out of focus to clear focus and bolder. Although there is no official explanation on this, it perfectly aligns with the protagonist's journey in the film, where he lacks focus in his life until he joins the A. Identify the film. It's one of my favorites. It's an amazing movie. The soundtrack is amazing, but the movie flopped in 2004. So tell me,
Hindi film.
Yes, it is indeed a Hindi film. Don't. Yeah, that's great. So I have received 2 answers till now. There's a movie. So basically, the graphics try to tell you that the man lost focus and he gained focus after joining A. The question has been closed. Let's see who all are scoring points over here. It is Archisman who's got a plus 20. Archisman Ghoshal, who's getting a plus 20. Well, the Excel sheet. Yes. Just a second, everyone. Yes, teacher. Yes, the question has been closed. Archisman is getting a plus 20. Prahlad Nair is getting a plus 20. Prahlad Nair is getting plus 15, sorry. Then who else has got this right? Good guesses: Lagan, Lahula, Batman, Suryavansham. Lagan was a good guess though. And Shaurya Vijayasena is getting a plus 10. I think I wrote Prahlad's name twice. Shaurya Vijayasena plus 12. Plus 10, sorry. And Prahlad will be getting a plus 15. Great. So anybody who, apart from these people who would like to take a guess, the audience, teachers, anybody who would like to take a guess? Yes, A is the army. A stands for army. Anybody who would like to take a guess for the answer? For no points, obviously for no points. All right, the answer is Lakshya. This movie by Farhan Akhtar, directed by Farhan Akhtar, and you can see that how L to A is going, taking a gradual. It is gradually growing bolder. So, and the focus is also increasing from from lost to A. This is trying to signify that. So, moving to the next question. This diary note reads, "A son was born at midday." Who's the son being referred here in this late 19th century letter? Please ignore if there's any typo. I made these questions just a few minutes back, so there might be some errors. So here's a diary of late 19th century. Think about it. It's kept safe, and it's written that a son was born at midday. Who is the son being referred here in this late 19th century letter? It's an India quiz. Question has been closed. Question has been closed. Let's see who's the first person to answer. It was R.N. Mishra scoring a plus 20 this time. Shaurya Vijay Sinha is getting a plus 15. Plus 15 for Shaurya. And Sujay Sanyal has made his entry on this Excel sheet. Sujay Sanyal is getting a plus 10. So the answer is indeed Subhash Chandra Bose, as most of you told me. The answer is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and this note was written by his father Janki Nath Bose in diary. It's a very rare piece of image. I found this somewhere on the site of Delhi Archives. So I was basically surprised to find that this kind of thing really exists somewhere. So the answer is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. The next question is, the director of this another 2000s movie recently revealed that more than 30 women who gave the audition for a certain character in his movie had to say just one word. The lady who said the word with the most emotion I think R.N. Mishra got excited, but it's a wrong answer. Interestingly, the lady was not more than 100-year-old at that time. What word am I talking about? You can see the director in this thing too, in this image too. He's holding the camera. I don't need the name of the movie. Please don't send me the name of the movie. What I want is the word. The word. If you have watched the movie, you will know what the word I am talking about. And an old lady says that word. Tell me the word. What word am I talking about? Where an a great amount of emotion was supposed to be shown. I haven't received a single correct answer yet. Seems to be a tough one. All right, I'm allowing multiple attempts. You can take multiple attempts. Feel free to take multiple attempts. I'm receiving some really good guesses. Ma, Beta, Jai Hind, Om Shanti, Om. All right, the question has been closed now. Anybody who would like to take a guess for no points in this meeting itself, feel free to speak it on the mic. The word. If I tell you the name of the movie, will you be able to tell me the word? The name of the movie is Swadesh, Shah Rukh Khan's movie. Tell me the word. None of you. So the correct answer is Bijli. This lady played the character. If any of you have watched the movie, you will know that this lady played the character, and she said Bijli when I think Mohan Bhargav's experiment worked in the village. None of you will get points over here. Although this freedom fighter always remains in news for maybe controversial, maybe mostly due to controversial reasons. This time it was for a completely different reason. The singer whose emotional song once moved the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Nehru, to tears, tweeted about her connection to this freedom fighter. This freedom fighter has had close ties with the family of the singer and had written the script of a play for the drama company of the singer's father. Identify the freedom fighter. You can see I have blanked out the face of the freedom fighter. Just tell me the name of the freedom fighter. You can, all of us know who the singer is, right? She's on the right. So I need the name of the freedom fighter. Not the singer, not the singer. Please do not send me the name of the singer. Tell me the name of the freedom fighter who was still there when Lata Mangeshkar was young in Maharashtra. Think about it. It's pretty easy. Think about it. Question closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Question has been closed. I have received 2 answers till now. Aryan Mishra is getting a plus 20 again. And we have a new entry. Who's that? Divyansh Kumar 8D is there. Divyansh Kumar has got 15. That's it. The correct answer is Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. And that was Savarkar with Lata Mangeshkar. He was in Maharashtra. X is an Indian art form which is a branch of Mughal painting. I'm sure none of you will answer this question, but still I have kept it since I wanted to basically keep a buffer question. X is an Indian art form which is a branch of Mughal painting with influences from Persian and British styles. The art form shows an infrequent fusion of native and foreign elements. But unlike Mughal paintings, X draws inspiration from daily life of common people. Caste preoccupations and local festivals dominate the subject of these paintings. These paintings do not have any landscape and are painted directly with a brush. Known for the development and shading of solid shapes, this art form is characterized by scrawny faces, thick eyebrows, and sunken eyes. After attaining fame and glory, by late 19th and early 20th century, X saw decline in demand and patronage. A possible reason might be the competition it faced from the other folk art form, which is marked by both at home and abroad. Identify X. Image in the next slide. No, we do not have an image. I removed it since it became Googleable. Tell me, identify the art form. Think about it. Which neighboring state do you think there could be? In which neighboring state do you think there could be multiple art forms? There can be competition from there. Shreyas Raj is going on the right track, but that's not the right answer. Question is open for the next 20 seconds. I would like to just think about it. Neighboring state. It's neighbor of Jharkhand, basically. Question has been closed. I have received some amazing guesses. Sand art from Aryan Mishra, Madhubani from Shreyas Raj, Madhubani from Sujay Sanyal, Mithila art from teacher Preeti, Madhubani from Inshallah. But that's not the right answer. Madhubani was an amazing, and Mithila was an amazingly correct guess, but that's not the right answer. The correct answer is Patna Kalam. Most of you wouldn't have heard of it, but well, that's the purpose of the quiz, to tell you new things. So Patna Kalam is the right answer. This is the kind of painting you would have seen somewhere. This this wedding procession or something like that in various houses. And this art form is known as Patna Kalam. I could have given a better hint that it's named after the capital of an Indian state, but never mind. Let's move to the next question. What is the claim to fame of these fountain pen nibs? Again, an easy question. Easy question for all of you. What is the claim to fame of these fountain pen nibs? Do not try to take a Google lens. I blurred this picture, had put this in the painting format so that and ensured that it can't be Googled. And if you Google it, I will know that what the answer could be. What is so special about these pens, these fountain pen nibs? Why do you think these have been stored somewhere in India? Any guesses, everyone? Question has been closed. Question has been closed. I have received many answers. Let's see who were the first three to give me the right answers. RN Mishra, again a plus 20. Brilliant, he's on fire. RN Mishra is at plus 20, gets a plus 20. Then Daksh Jen gets a plus 15. Brilliant, Daksh Jen. Plus 30 for Daksh Jen. And Ankush Anand will be getting a plus 10. Let's move to the next question. The answer is, these are the pens by which Prem Bihari Raizada wrote the Indian Constitution. The Indian Constitution was written by those fountain pen nibs. So that's why those are stored. Moving to the, yes, Prahlad, you were late. So identify this member of parliament who is singing this song with, I think I haven't shared the sound. Let me share the sound. Yes. So identify this member of parliament who's singing this song along with Sonu Nigam and Vijay Prakash. Vijay Prakash is a singer from southern part of India. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Before I start with this music, Abhiraj, please mute the. So tell me who the politician is. Well, he has an hidden talent, so I thought that we should include it too. He's a member of parliament. Identify that member of parliament. Youngest from us from that particular party, political party. Prahlad Nair. I think Prahlad Nair identified the language very well. Question has been closed. The language was Kannadiga, of Karnataka. So let's see who all gave the right answer. It's Prahlad Nair with plus 20. Prahlad Nair is getting a plus 20 over here. Then who else is there? Nishtha Deo of 8D is getting a plus 15. Is getting a plus 15. And who else is there? Rudra Upadhyay of 8E. Rudra Upadhyay. is getting a plus 10. So the correct answer is Tejasvi Surya, as most of you gave me the right answer very well. Tejasvi Surya singing with Sonu Nigam. He's the member of parliament of this Bangalore South and is the president of BJP Youth Morcha, something like that. So before we move to the next question, let me show you all the scores, what the current standings are, so that you can keep just play accordingly. So here are the scores. Aryan Mishra is leading with 80 points. At the second position is Prahlad Nair at 45 points. And and Daksh Jan is of class 7 is at 30 points. It's amazing, Daksh Jan. You're in class 7 and you have done so well till now. And it's a close competition between most of them. If the number of participants number of people who got getting right answers wouldn't exceed 18, we will be only selecting the top 6. But let's see. Let's decide it at the end of the quiz. Yes. So I hope my screen is visible now. So there are a total number of 15 questions, and there will be 6 on buzzer, 5 like this, and 6 on buzzer, virtual buzzer. I'll give you the code, and you will have to log in on your phone. So let's move to the next question. That is, way before Quentin Tarantino had shown 2 mavericks shooting the hell out of the autocratic Nazis in his dark comedy Inglourious Bastards, it was the boys from Bengal who not only terrorized the British autocrats with an effective retaliation, but also established Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose as the godfather of Indian revolutionaries. Identify these revolutionary brothers who very bravely fought against the top officers of the tyrant British rule. Tell me, again, history question of late 19th century. Not late 19th century, I think it's from the 20th century. Way before Quentin Tarantino had shown 2 mavericks shooting the hell out of the autocratic Nazis in his book, in his movie, which starred Brad Pitt and other stars. Tell me who were these revolutionary brothers, a trio basically, who bravely fought against and even assassinated one of the top jailers of Kolkata, some jail in Bengal. So tell me who were them. And they were the recruits of Bengal Volunteers, which was established by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. They were also part of the Anushilan Samiti and Jugantar, but they later shifted to Anushilan Samiti after the split. So tell me, who were these revolutionary brothers who very bravely fought against the top officers of the tyrant British rule? None of you have sent me the right answer yet. Let me drop some hints. Well, how can I drop hints if you haven't even heard of them? But what could be the hint? What could be a hint? The name was mentioned very widely while discussing the death controversy of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. One of the brothers who survived, no, he wasn't a part of this thing. He was given some bail or something like that. He said that he had met Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in 1970s. So just tell me that who were these who were these brothers trio? Haven't received any single answer yet. So the question has been closed. The correct answer was Binay Badal Dinesh. This trio of Binay Badal Bidesh of Bengal. So they not Tipu Sultan. So let's move to the next question. What did the man of the left of Pandit Nehru design that received a renovation a few months back? So this was a question, something in a different way was the question of the ASIAC Junior National Finals of, I think, Prahlad Nair. And I don't think he'll be able to answer this question since it's in a completely different way. So tell me, what did the man on the left of Pandit Nehru design that received a renovation a few months back? The renovation faced a lot of criticism due to the lightings, the laser shows, which I think were irrelevant in that place. So tell me what that place is. Renovation. I think I know what the common answer should be. Even I would have taken the same guess if I weren't aware of this thing. The question has been closed now. Question is closed. Question has been closed. As expected, almost all of you sent me the Central Vista project and the Parliament of India. But that's not the right answer. The correct answer is the Jallianwala Bagh. This memorial was constructed by him, this man. I forgot his name, apologies. But none of you are getting points, sir. What has been blanked out? What has been blanked out? Dash and dash opens in Red Fort. I need the terms. I need the exact terms. Exact terms. Send me the exact terms. Send me the exact terms. There's a term which I'm looking for. Send me the exact terms. Dash and dash opens in Red Fort. What am I talking about? Aren't people able to identify who are there in the picture? I have hidden the most famous name there is. I can find Sehgal, whose wife, Dr. Lakshmi Sehgal, went on to contest elections against the 2002 presidential elections against Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Charges of murder and waging war against King. Tell me. And when Clement Attlee was asked about whose contribution was the most in this whole thing, so he took this name because of the mutiny which happened after this particular thing. You can see Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and I forgot the other name. Who's there? Another lawyer, famous lawyer who helped Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in uniting the country. He's there too. Question has been closed. Let's see who all are getting points. Aditya Maharana is the first person to send it to me. He'll be getting a plus 20. Brilliant, Aditya. Plus 20 to Aditya. And let's see who else has received points. Divyansh Kumar. Divyansh Kumar has got 15. And then I want the exact thing. Archisman sent it to me. Archisman gets point. 10 points to Archisman. So the correct answer was what I wasn't looking for Azad Hind or even anything like that. I wanted INA trials because Prahlad, you were late. You were after Archisman, just I think few seconds late. So let's move to the next question. That is question number 12. There's an old myth related to oldest surviving cast iron building. The charm of this building was compared to the world of Arabian Nights by Mark Twain. What was the result of that myth which decreased the popularity of this building? Rudra, you were late on that question. I saw that. So let's see who all are getting points over here. What was the result of that myth which decreased the popularity of this building? There's an old myth related to the oldest surviving cast iron building. That myth is particularly famous in this town, in the steel city of India. The charm of this building was compared to the world of Arabian Nights by Mark Twain. You can even see how beautiful that building is looking like, just on its prime. And this is how it looks now. It looks now like a haunted house. And I have used a term called building. I haven't used. It's a hotel basically. It's a hotel. Tell me what was the result of that myth which decreased the popularity of this building? Identifying wouldn't get you points. Sure. Question has been closed. The correct answer was the Taj Mahal Palace. So I think most of you would have heard of this myth, this tale or myth, any whatever. If you want, this is a myth basically. There's no proof of this. But once Jamshedji Tata went to a hotel that was Watson's Hotel, and this is the Watson's Hotel, and it was written that Indians and dogs are not allowed. So he thought that he should create another hotel, a world-class hotel where all the people will be equal and not only Indians but even foreigners could stay there. So I wanted Taj Mahal Palace or Taj Hotel as the right answer. Let's move to the next question. Identify this regiment of the Indian Army. Straightforward question, a very straightforward question. Identify this regiment of the Indian Army. Identify this regiment. You can say, closed. Closed. Question has been closed. Let's see who all are getting points here. It is Aryan Mishra has plus 20. Then Anshuman 8E. Has he answered before? No, he hasn't. So he's getting a plus 15. And Shaurya Jasana is getting a plus 10. So the correct answer was the President's Bodyguard. President's Bodyguards. The President's Bodyguards. President's Bodyguards. So the next question is again a very tough one. I came across this question today in a quiz by Asiatic Society of Bombay. So I just directly took it from this is not my own question. So yes, Kushagra, you were late. So identify this artist. Hint one of them is a self-portrait. Just think about it. I gave away the answer. It's the question was asked by the Bombay Asiatic Royal Asiatic Society of Bombay in a quiz today. Hint one of them is a self-portrait. You'll be surprised to know the answer. Aryan, I have sent you a message. Could you please check the camera of that person? Let me know. So the question has been closed. Let's see who all are getting points here. Rudra Upadhyay is getting a plus 20. Brilliant answer. Only he could answer this. He was able to answer this question. Yeah, so going to the next question, that is question number 15, the last question of this round. Answer is Homi Bhabha. Homi Bhabha, the self-portrait is on the extreme left, and Homi Bhabha is the artist. Remains found in labs. I thought that it would be better if I just click a picture from my diary itself. Yeah, all right, last question. The Aravalli mountain range extends to about 692 kilometers. It originates at Palanpur in Gujarat and extends up to the north of the country. The place where it terminates gets its name from a title given to the brave state ruler Kalda Rao, who ruled that region in the late 1600s till the mid 1700s. What is the region now known as? Aryan, what's the update on the name which I sent you? Could you please send it to me on the core team group itself? Send the video to me if you have the video. Aryan, I won't remove him until you send the video to me. Great. So one of the participants has been disqualified. Where is he? The question has been closed. Just give me a second. Great. All right, the question has been closed and none of you could give me the right answer again. What's happening? This is the last question of the first round. Just think about it. What could be it? All right, the correct answer is none of you could send the correct answer to me. So the question has been closed. The correct answer was Raizina Hills, or whatever your pronunciation is, where these ceremonies, beating retreat takes place, and Rashtrapati Bhavan and all these places built by Lutyens and Baker were built over there. So let's move to the last round, that is round 2. It's the pyramid round. All the questions are on buzzer, plus 10. Before that, let's have a look at the scores. All right. So one of the participants has been removed due to Googling. So here are since there was a question, there was a Google trap as well, and none of you could answer except that person, and he got caught. So here are the scores for now. Aryan Mishra is at 100, Dakshijan is at 30, Prahlad at 45, Arsis at 15. There are, I think, more than 30 participants, so I think you should allow the top 12 to make it into the finals. So the top 12 will be allowed in the finals, or 11 in this case. Yes. I'll be sending the buzzer link to you all on the Zoom chat itself, buzzer.click. All right. So everyone kindly log into buzzer.click and use this code WZREW8. I'm sending this on chat to everyone. Well, I can't send it to everyone. Here's the link. As I said before, you don't require two devices for this this round. If you are using your smartphone, your obviously your camera will turn off, and there's nothing on the screen, so there's nothing to be worried about. These are the participants who have joined the buzzer so far. But before that, I'll be reading the questions. So if you, even if your camera is turned off, you can be on the buzzer side itself. Because if you try to open another tab and Google, you will get disconnected from the buzzer site. So here's the round. The pyramid round, all on buzzer, plus 10 to, let me show the thing to you. So there are total number of 6 questions. If you get the first 3 right consecutively, you will be getting plus 10. If you get any question, any sort of question right in a consecutive manner, you will be getting a plus 10 for that. The first, the green pyramids will get you 10 points and minus 10. The yellow pyramids will get you plus 15. The red pyramid will get you 20 points. So this is how we're going to go ahead. I haven't yet decided if we are going to go with top 60, top 6 or top 12. It will be decided at the end of the quiz, or I might even announce it in the group after discussion with everyone. So because Fahad Bhiya's questions are going to be pretty tough for the top 6. So I'm thinking that we should only allow the top 12. Let's see. So here are the questions. Here are the rules. Plus 10 for the green, plus 15 for yellow, and plus 20 for red. Yeah. I hope this is clear. I haven't made the questions, so I'll be asking questions pretty much in a very extempore manner. Random questions will be there. So please allow me some time if I would like to, if I am taking some time. So yeah. If you press the buzzer, you won't be, you will have to speak. All right. You can't say that you pressed it by mistake, or you want to retract. And there is just one attempt per question. Buzzer has been enabled, and here's the first question. The Constitution of India was adopted on 26th January 1950. True or false?
It is false.
Correct. And can you tell me when it was adopted? When was it adopted? 1949, right. Shreyas Raj is getting plus 10. Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister of Britain when India got independence. True or false?
False.
False is the right answer.
False.
And can you tell me who was the Prime Minister of Britain when India got independent? Any idea?
Clement Attlee.
Clement Attlee is the right answer. I think Clement Attlee was in the Conservative Party or Labour. I'm not sure. Let's not talk about it. So Shreyas Raj plus 10, Aditya Maharana plus 10. Moving to the last question of the green pyramid, green part of the pyramid. Let's disable the buzzer. So I'm going to ask a very confusing question. Many things have changed in the past 2 years in this whole thing. So think about it before pressing the buzzer. How many states and union territories are there in India? Sure. Okay. You will get it wrong.
There are 28 states and 8 union territories.
Let me check. Just let me check first of all. I would like to see if Daman and Diu or Dadra Nagar Haveli merged or not. Yes, they did. Plus 10 to sure. So the right answer is 28 states and 8 union territories. Recently, Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu merged, and Ladakh and Kashmir got the status of independent union territories. So, where is Shaurya? Plus 10. The next question, what should I ask? Who's known as the Walt Disney of India? Who is the buzzer site is not enabled. It's not enabled. Cancel the question. Question has been scrapped. Connect the discovery of India. मेरी 51 कविताएं ज्योति. Go ahead.
Books written by Prime Ministers of India.
Correct answer. Can you tell me who all wrote those books? The
Discovery of India is by Jawaharlal Nehru. Jyoti Punj is by Narendra Modi. And I don't know whether there are other books in your question.
मेरी 51 कविताएं was there.
It's by Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Perfect. Plus 15 to Arun Mishra. Some people in the waiting room. Let me find some questions. Okay. A pretty easy question. Hands on the buzzer. Who won the gold for India? Shreya Raj, you pressed the buzzer before I completed the question. Go ahead, Shreya.
Neeraj Chopra.
Wrong answer. Minus 15 to Shreya Raj. As I told before, please don't press the buzzer before if you press the buzzer before I complete the question, I won't speak the question. I learned it in the SIC national finale the hardest way possible, so I won't be giving points on that. Shreya Raj will be getting a minus 15. My question was, who was the Indian to get a gold in the 2008 Beijing Olympics? The answer was Abhinav Bindra. And here's the last question. Let me think about it. What should be it? So this book, which was released in the year 2020, was the first book of the trilogy, and the name of the quiz takes its name from there too. Identify the author of the book. Arun Mishra.
J. Sai Deepak.
And the book is
India, that is Bharat. I have that book right there.
Even I have that book over there. So that's the correct answer. Plus 22 Arun Mishra. Let's have a look at the scores. I deliberately wanted the final round to be random so that it would be. So here are the final scores, everyone. Aryan Mishra is at 135. Dakshan is at 30. And let's see who all of you have made it to. Should we take all of you in the finals? Who all will be in the top 6? I think there's a tie on the 4th position, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 people are there on the 4th position. And how can we select Shreya Raj? He's on 86. His rank is 86. Let's see. We'll have a look at it after we'll send the scores, the final results on the WhatsApp group itself, where we have added you. The final round is at 11, is scheduled to take place at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be hosted by Mr. Fahad and Inbesat of the 2014 batch. And it will consist of 5 rounds. It'll be a pretty long quiz. The constitution of the club of the we recently created and prepared, drafted a constitution for the Loyola Quiz Club. It will be unveiled too tomorrow. Thank you everyone for being here. We have teacher Preeti and teacher Reena with us. Teacher, would you like to say something if you'd like to?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Teacher Preeti. It was first of all, thank you everyone for participating in good numbers, and all the best to everyone. Those who have won, and thank you for everyone for participating. Let's see tomorrow. At 10 a.m. No, 11 a.m. No.
Oh yes, teacher. 11 a.m.
Okay.
Okay. 11 a.m. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher. Would any? Yes, teacher Preeti. Yes, teacher Preeti.
Good evening, everyone. Really enjoyed the quiz. I thought I would be able to answer a few, but it seems your level is quite high. I couldn't. I learned a lot today, and nice and interesting. We'll try to be there tomorrow too for the final round. Congratulations to all those who helped in putting it together, and well done.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, everyone, all the participants. We'll update the final decision in the group itself. Abhiraj, you can end